What's going on, y'all? This is Clay from Wave Sandy Water Rental. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm here to talk about entrepreneurship and the things you should avoid. But I'm going to talk about one topic, and one topic that's very important. If you're starting out in this business, I get a lot of people that reach out to me, have questions about this business. How many jet skis do you start off with? What do you guys do to make money? First thing I want you to say, if you're thinking about getting into the water rental business, please live within your means. Do not listen to some of these entrepreneurs that want you to spend all this crazy money and do all these crazy things and start off, because I want to say, man, in entrepreneurship, you're going to have your down months. You're going to have your down years. It just happens. Some of your favorite enterprises, best companies, they have down years. That's why they have attrition. That's why they let go of employees, because they're having a bad year and they're trying to make up revenue wise. And when you're in entrepreneurship, you got to do what you got to do to make money. So I just want you guys to live within your means. When I say live within your means, this is what I mean. If you're thinking about getting into the business, don't start off with 4 to 6 jet skis like some of these people saying, Don't start off with 4 to 6 jet skis. Start off with 2. I know, it's like, dang, I want to get to the money, but you could probably afford 2. If 2 doesn't get rented out in the weekend, you probably be fine. I got 2 GTIs. They cost me about $250 a month. You know what I'm saying? This is back in 2022. There might be a little bit more money now, but you could probably get you some GTIs on Facebook Market, maybe for like, $4,000, $5,000, pay $10,000 altogether. Now you got 2 GTIs. If you have a bad month in a GTI, you pay $10,000. Man, you can make that money back up. You got time to make it up. And those are good jet skis that last a long time if you keep up with the maintenance. Just get 2 jet skis. And then now you're able to pay your monthly rent for the whole year. Because let's say you put it on apps like Get My Boat or Boat Setter. Months like 4th of July, Memorial Day weekend, that jet ski is going to get rented out each probably 3 times. It get rented out 3 times a day. You're probably making on each jet ski maybe like $400. Let's say, bad math, $300, $400. You know what I'm saying? If you're charging $150, you making over $400. If you're charging $100, $300 each ski. So you bring home $600. Those jet skis, $250 a month. That costs you $500 a month. So if you do the math, you rent your jet ski out 3 times a month, you already made the monthly payment. That's something that you're able to sustain. You could do 1 weekend out of the month and rent your jet skis out, and your jet skis are paid for. That is sustainable. And you're starting off slow. You're understanding the lake. You're understanding your jet skis. It's just a way better process. And I know sometimes in entrepreneurship, you're like, man, I need to get to the money. But trust me, if you have a down month, a down year, everything that you did to build that money up could get snapped just like that. And take it from me, a guy that got 4 jet skis. I got 3 boats, 2 being pontoons, 1 being a boat car. Trust me, I got a lot of bills, man. And I had a down months, I had down years, and I had to still pay that monthly payment. It's not easy. My business makes, over 100, 6 figures every single year. But then you got to pay yourself. You got to pay for maintenance. You're not seeing 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? You're not seeing 6 figures. Now I do think I'm going to get there to a point when my boats and my jet skis are paid off. But I got to be a lot smarter. The money that I got, if I got an excess of money, pay off my equipment. So that way I'm not paying for the equipment every single month, and I'm lowering my monthly payments, and I'm lowering my expenses. You want to have the least expenses as possible. And in this business, if you start off slow, I'm telling you, you'll get to learn the business more. It'll be way less stressful, because you don't want to do the business and be stressed. Another thing, if you're going to do the water rental business, I would say have a 9 to 5. Have another job that you could do. This is a job you could do on the weekends that doesn't, that doesn't collide with your 9 to 5 schedule. You could do this on the weekends, man. You could do this after hours, like maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock, right after work, and get a jet ski rental. Somebody calls you, hey, you got a jet ski rental? Yeah, I'll take you at 6 p.m. I'll take you at 5:30 p.m. You don't have to do jet ski rentals when they want to do the jet ski rentals, So I think it's something that you're able to build up. Build up your reviews. Make sure everybody who rents your jet ski gives you a review. By the time you're done with year 1, try to have at least 30 to 40 reviews. Now your name is in the algorithm. You can rent your jet skis out more. Maybe the next year, now you got 2 jet skis, but you're getting rented out more frequently. That is a good process. And then the 3rd year, you know what? Let me go ahead and get 2 more jet skis. Now I got 4. You might already close to paying off the other jet skis. Let's say you get a 5-year finance plan, you know, and you're paying now more on a monthly payment, and you're getting, you know, maybe you refinance. I don't know, make your monthly payments cheaper, and then you getting 2 more jet skis. Now you got 4. Now you getting to the money. You got by that time you might got like 60 reviews. Now you're the man in your or the woman in your city, and everybody is calling you up for a jet ski. You get 60 plus reviews, your name is in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? You're getting calls all the time for jet ski rentals. Let's say you start off with a boat. Start off with 1 boat. Start off with 1. Understand the lake. You gotta pay for commercial insurance. You gotta understand permits. You gotta understand the ways of the water. Do you need to have a captain's license? Do you need to do beer boating? These are things you gotta understand. So why would you buy a bunch of equipment that you gotta pay for anyway when you don't understand the business? So that's my advice for y'all, man. Make sure you live within your means, because there's so many people in entrepreneurship that will tell you to just spend, and they sell you the Cinderella dream, but that's not reality in entrepreneurship. I'm gonna be real with you. Entrepreneurship is tough. It's gonna be the hardest thing you ever did in your life, and take it from me. I'm somebody in enterprise tech sales. Entrepreneurship is tougher than my job, I'm telling you. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. You already know it's your boy Clay from Wave Sandy Water Rental. You know we outside. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We out.